For over 5 decades, the Zodiac killer has remained one of America's most elusive unsolved mysteries, a shadowy figure whose taunting ciphers and brutal crimes have haunted investigators. Yet, in the digital age, a new contender has emerged, a TikTok user, known online as casefiles_crypto, claiming to have unveiled critical new evidence. This audacious assertion has garnered millions of views and sparked intense debate across online communities, and even within the long-dormant official investigation circles. We delve into these claims, rigorously examining the methodologies and alleged breakthroughs to determine if a new era of digital sleuthing can truly crack such a cold case. The Zodiac killer's reign of terror spanned from at least December 1968 to October 1969, terrifying Northern California. He claimed responsibility for 37 murders, though law enforcement officially attributed 5 to him. His signature act was sending taunting letters and complex cryptograms to Bay Area newspapers, challenging authorities. These ciphers, designed to be unbreakable, became central to the case. The infamous Z340 cipher, a 340-character puzzle, baffled the FBI and top cryptographers for decades, only partially yielding its secrets in 2020. This enduring mystery forms the backdrop against which casefiles_crypto has presented their controversial claims. The cornerstone of casefiles_crypto's theory, as outlined in their initial viral video uploaded on September 12, concerns the decoded portion of the Z340 cipher. While the FBI and a team of international codebreakers confirmed a partial solution in 2020, revealing the killer's nihilistic message, casefiles_crypto contends a crucial element was overlooked. They propose that specific errors or unusual character repetitions within the decrypted section are not random, but rather deliberate misdirections. These, they argue, are clues pointing to a secondary layer of encryption, indicating a name or location embedded within the ostensibly solved text. This hypothesis challenges the established consensus. Specifically, casefiles_crypto honed in on a series of seemingly extraneous characters within the Z340 solution, postulating they form an acrostic. According to their methodology, by isolating the third character of every fifth word in a specific section, a new, coherent phrase emerges. This phrase, they claim, is a name, Arthur Lee Allen. This is significant because Allen, who passed away in 1992, has long been considered the prime suspect by many amateur sleuths, though DNA evidence and handwriting analysis have never definitively linked him. The TikToker suggests this acrostic was the killer's ultimate taunt, hidden in plain sight. Initial reactions from the professional cryptographic community have been mixed, leaning towards skepticism. Dr. Eleanor Vance, a lead codebreaker for the NSA's retired cryptography unit, stated in an online forum that while ingenious, the acrostic method often falls victim to apophenia, seeing patterns where none exist. However, a small faction of independent cryptographers, notably from the CipherNet Collective, acknowledge the statistical improbability of such a specific acrostic forming Arthur Lee Allen purely by chance. They note that the sequence of character selection, every third character of every fifth word, appears arbitrary, yet yields a seemingly meaningful result, prompting further, albeit cautious, investigation. The Z340 cipher itself represents a monumental challenge in cryptographic history. It remained unbroken for 51 years, 11 months, and 28 days until its partial solution in December 2020. Over that half-century, an estimated 500,000 unique decryption attempts were logged by amateur and professional cryptographers worldwide. Despite the sheer volume of efforts, only a small fraction of the Zodiac ciphers have ever yielded meaning. This context underscores the difficulty of casefiles_crypto's claimed breakthrough. To find a hidden layer after such intensive scrutiny would be an unprecedented feat, either brilliant or incredibly coincidental. Beyond cryptography, casefiles_crypto has also ventured into the realm of forensic linguistics and handwriting analysis. Their second major claim focuses on a comparison between specific letter formations in known Zodiac correspondence and handwriting samples attributed to Arthur Lee Allen. The TikToker, using advanced digital overlay techniques and magnification, highlights alleged microdetails, a distinctive loop in the lowercase g, a peculiar slant in the capital T, and an identical pressure point in the formation of the number 8. These minute comparisons are presented as compelling visual evidence, suggesting a match that previous analyses might have missed. Forensic handwriting analysis is a complex discipline, often subject to debate regarding its scientific rigor. Dr. Marcus Thorne, a certified forensic document examiner with 30 years of experience, expressed reservations. He noted in an interview that while digital tools can aid visibility, true forensic comparisons require original documents and are far more nuanced than simple overlays. He pointed out that coincidental similarities can arise, and a conclusive match demands numerous, unique, and consistent characteristics. However, another examiner, Sarah Jenkins, from a private firm, conceded that digital techniques, if applied systematically, could potentially reveal details missed in older, less technologically advanced examinations, provided proper authentication of source materials. The casefiles_crypto claims highlight a fundamental tension between traditional and digital forensic methodologies. Traditional forensic document examination relies on physical analysis of original documents, examining ink, paper, pressure, and microscopic details with trained eyes and specialized instruments. It emphasizes chain of custody and expert witness testimony. Digital forensics, conversely, leverages high-resolution scanning, software algorithms, and image processing to enhance, compare, and analyze details often invisible to the naked eye, even from secondary sources. While digital methods offer speed and accessibility, they face challenges concerning image authenticity and the potential for manipulation or misinterpretation without physical context. Another element of casefiles_crypto's multifaceted investigation involves a geographical pattern. They argue that the locations of the Zodiac's confirmed attacks, when plotted on a map of Northern California, reveal a subtle, recurring geometric shape, specifically, a skewed pentagram. Furthermore, they link this to specific astronomical alignments on the dates of the attacks, suggesting the killer had an interest in astrology and incorporated it into his crime selection. The TikToker presented satellite imagery overlaid with these supposed patterns, claiming that two unconfirmed attack sites, often debated by amateur sleuths, fall perfectly within this pentagram, strengthening the overall theory. Official law enforcement agencies, including the San Francisco Police Department and the FBI, maintain their cautious stance on internet-generated theories. Sergeant David Miller, a spokesperson for the SFPD Cold Case Unit, stated in a recent press conference, "While we welcome any credible information, we cannot divert resources based on theories presented on social media platforms without substantial, verifiable corroboration." He further emphasized that the Zodiac case remains open, and official leads are pursued rigorously, often quietly, outside the public eye. This perspective underscores the chasm between public enthusiasm and the stringent evidentiary standards required for official investigation and potential prosecution. The enduring public fascination with the Zodiac killer, exemplified by casefiles_crypto's viral success, speaks to a broader phenomenon. Retired FBI profiler Dr. Alan Reed, who worked on several high-profile cold cases, offered a perspective on this dynamic. Unsolved cases like the Zodiac become cultural touchstones, drawing in each generation's sleuths. While the internet amplifies these efforts, it also presents a flood of misinformation. The challenge for professionals is sifting through the noise for that one legitimate signal amidst thousands of false positives. This sentiment captures the double-edged sword of crowdsourced investigations. The official Zodiac killer investigation has spanned an unprecedented period, making it one of the longest-running active cold cases in U.S. history. Over its 55-year duration, approximately 2,500 primary suspects have been investigated, with countless more identified through citizen tips. The case files themselves comprise an estimated 15,000 pages of reports, witness statements, and forensic analyses. The sheer volume of material and the resources already expended highlight the enormity of the challenge and the unlikelihood of a quick, simple solution emerging from a new source without significant corroboration. This illustrates the monumental task facing any new theory. Despite the enthusiasm generated by casefiles_crypto, critical examination reveals several potential weaknesses. The acrostic decryption relies on highly selective criteria, every third character of every fifth word, which critics argue could be manipulated to produce virtually any name. Furthermore, the handwriting analysis, while visually compelling in a TikTok video, lacks the rigorous, peer-reviewed methodology required for forensic acceptance. Dr. Vance, the cryptographer, also noted the absence of a key or a reason for the killer to use such a complex, multi-layered encryption method for a single name, especially after sending direct, taunting letters. This lack of a coherent underlying logic diminishes the credibility of the theory for some experts. The widespread appeal of casefiles_crypto is understandable. Decades of official investigation have failed to identify the Zodiac killer, fostering a desire for resolution among the public. Internet sleuths often bring fresh perspectives, unconventional methods, and a collective intelligence that traditional law enforcement, bound by protocol and resource constraints, cannot always replicate. This democratization of investigation, however, also carries risks. The pursuit of fame, the echo chamber effect of online communities, and the confirmation bias inherent in seeking specific outcomes can lead to the elevation of flawed theories and, potentially, the harassment of innocent individuals mistakenly identified as suspects. The public must remain vigilant and discerning. Despite official skepticism, viral theories like casefiles_cryptos can have a tangible, albeit indirect, impact on active investigations. They reignite public interest, potentially prompting new witnesses to come forward with long-held information. They can also put pressure on law enforcement to revisit certain aspects of a case, even if just to officially debunk a widely circulated theory. However, they also consume valuable investigative time, as officers may need to address every new lead, regardless of its origin or initial credibility, diverting resources from more promising, evidence-based avenues. Balancing these trade-offs is a constant challenge for cold case units globally. The casefiles_crypto phenomenon isn't just about the Zodiac killer. It's a case study in the evolving landscape of crime solving. It showcases the power of accessible digital tools and platforms to engage a global audience in previously exclusive domains. Whether casefiles_crypto's claims are eventually validated or definitively debunked, this episode highlights the shift towards citizen journalism and crowdsourced investigations, challenging traditional gatekeepers of information. It forces us to ask, what role will the internet play in cracking cold cases in the future, and how can official bodies better integrate or manage this surge of citizen activity? So, did a TikToker solve the Zodiac killer case? Based on our deep dive, the definitive answer remains, not yet. While casefiles_crypto has presented compelling, albeit controversial, theories that leverage digital tools and a fresh perspective, the evidence currently lacks the rigorous, independent corroboration required by forensic science and official investigations. The claims are intriguing, sparking renewed interest in a case that has defied resolution for over half a century. But until the acrostic is unequivocally proven, or the handwriting analysis withstands expert peer review, the Zodiac killer's identity, for now, remains shrouded in mystery, awaiting truly conclusive evidence.